I'm here with Dennis Frankowski. He's my interior designer, but since it's springtime and I had an outside project, I was talking to him about painting the outside of my house, and guess what? He does exterior consultations. I'm like, all right, Dennis, why don't you come over and tell me a little bit about exterior consultation and let's go through it. So let me introduce you to Dennis. He'll tell you a little bit about what he does, and then we'll go through the whole process so you can see exactly what happens in an exterior consultation. Hello, Dennis.
Well, first of all, Barry, I really appreciate you inviting me to your home. I really appreciate it. DF Design has been in existence for about 26 years now, and you would never think that an interior designer like me would provide exterior consultation, but here we are. It is one of my specialties, and it's really a popular it's a popular consultation for people like yourself, and especially in the springtime.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm excited to be with you because you know what? My house needs some curb appeal, and I don't know how to do it. So I really am looking forward to hearing what you have to say and your expertise in this business and see what we can do, because as soon as you give me the colors, I'm going to get it painted.
That sounds great. And I'm looking at your house right now. It has a lot of potential.
All right, so let's go and talk about what we actually need to do. So what I'm going to do right now is bring you over, show you parts of the house, and let Dennis explain his magic.
So Barry, this is a real important part of your house. This is a really, really good spot to be standing right now. I want to tell you why, okay? First reason is you have an English Tudor style design over here right now, okay? And the way I'm looking at it right now is it's pretty much one color. What I would like to do is I would like to use 3 colors total on your house, okay? One being right here on your trim. The second color being in the flat part of your house. I'm going to call that the base part of your house. And then the third is going to be a punch color or an accent color that I would like to use that's going to be just on the entrances, specifically on the front door of the house as well too. If you look over here, this is really, really important too. Very important to see this brick, okay? Because you have a lot of it on your house. And I'm looking right now, I'm looking to see if I'm inspired in any way by any colors in this brick. And I like the brick, but I'm not really, I don't want your house to be orange or you could call terracotta. I don't want to use those colors up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, in my palette, I'm going to use colors that accentuate the brick. Really, really important to accentuate the brick. Third thing that I want to point out is that you have concrete here. You have exposed concrete. I want this to be the trim color. I want to blend this in. Very, very important to do. Very important as a homeowner for you to know this. When your painters are painting this, make sure they don't use the house paint. They have to use a special paint for this. They have to use concrete paint. Very, very important, or else it'll peel. And you'll be doing this, you'll be painting this again.
Okay, that's a great tip. Well, thank you, Dennis.
No problem.
Now let's go around to the other side.
Sounds great. So another spot I want to point out that's really important to your house, Barry, is the entrance of the house, okay? This color can actually go on the other doors as well too, the other entrances, but this is really, really a super important part of the house. I have a darker color plan for this. I will show you later, but basically it's going to fit into our scheme. I'm going to call it a monochromatic scheme. It's going to be 3 colors. The first 2 that we just illustrated were on the Tudor, the English Tudor part of the house. The third, which is the most darkest on the door here, is going to be, it's going to be a dark gray brown is what it is, a very muted brown. And it's really, really going to make the house have substantial focal point of the door. So this is a nice color. This was a popular color about 10 years ago, but we're going to freshen it up a little bit and make it look, today. So Barry, something I really want to point out, something that's really important, is the corbel that you have underneath your window box here. Okay, that corbel, I think, we could probably put an accent color on it, but I just want the trim color on that. I want to accentuate it, but I don't want the front door color on it so it stands out. I want to make it stand out, but I want it to only have the second neutral color on it. Really, really important for it to stand out, but not to the level of the front door. The second, I think, real important, part of this house as well too, is if you look over here, you have a beautiful oval window with some decorative glass, some leaded glass actually, and really I think the most important thing is to do the same. We're going to accentuate that, but let's accentuate it with the trim color, not the front door color. I think it's really important, once again, not to make it stand out like a sore thumb, but yet definitely show its importance. So Barry, back here, I mean, if you look, there's a lot of brick in the back of your house. It's really important, once again, to follow the colors that we chose. It is very, very important to use the trim color that I mentioned, because you could see back here, you want that light and dark effect that you have right now. It's not wrong. We just want to tweak the colors. We want to freshen them up. But the concept is right. We want to freshen them up, but look at all the beautiful brick. I mean, we're definitely, using that two-tone neutral effect that's really, really going to accentuate the brick nicely. If you notice on the side of the house here, you have your cedar siding, you've got your trim. It's not going to have that English Tudor look back here like it does in front, but it is definitely going to be a very, very charming look back here. It's going to be consistent, it's going to be nice, it's going to be neutral. And once again, I want to point out, you didn't mention that you wanted, to sell the house, but I really, really want to point out this kind of palette is good for resale as well too.
Excellent, excellent. Well, that's what they always talk about with realtors is right curb appeal. People drive by and they made half of their decision already.
That is right. That is absolutely correct. So we don't want to do anything to your house as far as the palette goes that minimizes your resale value. We want colors that are fresh. We want colors that are updated. These colors that I'm going to show you real soon are very muted. They're very gray, but they're not so gray that they're going to be out in 2 or 3 years. They're pretty timeless colors, and they're going to work very well for you.
All right, so let's go inside. Show me some colors so I can go get some paint and get this house painted.
Sounds great. So Barry, you just mentioned something to me, and I don't want to correct you, but I have to. It's really, really important that we look at these colors that I just selected outside, okay? So if you look over here, I want to talk about that. I use this color here. This is called Foothills, okay? And this is going to be your trim color. So we're talking about this one right here, okay? It's really going to be a nice color. It's going to accentuate the trim. It's very neutral. It's great for resale. It's great for curb appeal. The second color is your house color, okay? That's Pavilion Beige. And it's a really nice light, I'm going to call light grayish color. A grayish is a mix between beige and gray. It's really, really going to be a nice neutral color that's going to set the stage for the trim and the punch color. Third color we're going to put on our doors and our entrances is Turkish Coffee. This is a great color that is just going to give you that pop, that wow effect on the entrance. And we talked about the corbels and the other items that we want to accentuate. We are going to use this trim color again. We're only going to use this Turkish Coffee on the entrances.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Show me a little bit what it's going to look like by the door.
Absolutely. So we have this green that you have right now. This was a popular color at one time. This is just going to be absolutely fabulous. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. And I do recommend, if you don't mind me mentioning, change your handle out. You can change it out to a bronze or a brush nickel or whatever you like, but change it to something that's current right now, because that's really also important for resale as well too, that you address that.
Okay, excellent.
And obviously the side lights, you want to put the door color as well too. A lot of people ask me, they give me a call later and ask me, but this is part of the front door. You want to do this exactly the way it's done right now.
Okay, very good.